morning. My name is Lisa Maxwell, and this is Friday, April 24th, 25th. I don't know. Friday. It's a Friday in April. Anyway, we're going to read from the Goddess Tarot by Kris Waldherr. Kris Waldherr. All right, let's make sure that the cards are doing, let's see, I think I put them back kind of weirdly last time. So, actually, this card was, interesting judgment. This card was, this Ace of Cups kept kind of floating around in my imagination. Yeah, we come to situations, and then a T tag, or my T tag this morning said you must have self-respect before you can respect others. So that's what that card's all about, right? Not necessarily the card that's coming up, but I showed it to you. That's the Ace of Cups. We must have self-respect. We must do the things that keep us in integrity. I think a reading several weeks back came up about, to be an open vessel. It doesn't mean that you're empty. It also doesn't mean you're so full of yourself that you can't let something else in. Know thyself. Anyway, so we're going to use the Goddess Tarot today. Maybe some surprises a little later. Stay tuned here. Let's see what comes up. So what do the goddesses have as the commentary today? I hope you've been well. Card coming up already. Prince of Swords. The Prince of Swords is, I think in this deck, probably the Knight of Swords. I don't know for certain. I'll make sure that I look that up and I'll place it in the commentary for us. But Prince of Swords would be the Knight of Swords, but also, of course, with that Page of Swords vibe. Somebody who might brandish that sword and start using it. This is because it is a masculine energy to this card, and air, which is the Suit of Swords, is a masculine energy as well. The opportunity here may be to utilize our communications, our, receiving communications and then acting on them like immediately, as opposed to taking that step back. Again, this is where that self-respect comes before we can respect others. Like, know your role, stay in your lane, know what you're feeling and taking in may not only be part of the information, and it's not necessarily an opportunity for action. But a Knight of Swords is somebody who, remember that a knight would be something or someone who, where's my coffee? Someone who is, also able to act with integrity, who wants to act with chivalry, right? In the imagination that we have of the Knights of the Round Table, with integrity, with chivalry. So taking in the information and being chivalrous is actually allowing somebody else's thoughts to come in or their communications to come in without coming at things automatically in a defensive stance. So not only not going after somebody, but also I think today with this card coming up first, it gives us the opportunity to check in on our own defensive thought patterns and attitudes, so that instead of, notice this knight has his sword down, not up. So being able to take things in rather than going right after something and then maybe using that sword more skillfully. Always, again, the best way to use our thoughts and our minds is to come towards something with an attitude of curiosity, asking questions. So, and I, might want to ask questions, like being more of a diplomat as opposed to, being more, going at things with a more diplomatic way. Remember, this is the goddess deck as well. So this automatically, this was the deck that really wanted to, uh, be heard from today. So in fact, I had another deck selected, but then I was like, oh, nope, the goddesses want to come out. And like I said, I had that imagination of that cup being, when we come at things with that open kind of more receptive gesture. Yeah, we can be in this in the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who's on the material, and any of these court cards, by the way, these are court cards in the minor arcana, can represent somebody around you, right? They can represent something, or an aspect of yourself that you want to cultivate. But again, we want to, cultivate it. And that's where this guy comes in. He is very good at cultivating things on the material plane. So he's going to take in this kinds of, take in information and utilize it in a way that, yeah, I'm noticing that we have these lotus flowers at the bottom of our night. So anything that, lotus flowers are so beautiful on the surface of a pond, but they're usually on a pond which tend to be a little mucky, where water isn't as free flowing. So the roots of that are in the muck and can be in some fearful, dark places. So again, we really want to be careful with the kinds of information so that we can be more in a cultivating place. So the lotus shows up again in the center of this man's pentacle, and he's got it at his belly here, which is the seat of our the chakra of our courage and our willpower. So he's actually taking this and harnessing this energy in a way that is with a lot of stamina. Stamina has been coming up a lot lately, and like the word cultivation is something I've used here in this reading. So things that are of the material plane, things that we want to, this is the earth, this is the element of earth. So of matter, of things that matter to us, things that we value, things that we want to make matter, that we want to continue to build upon, and and we want things to grow in the long term. So this is the season of growing. This is the season that we're in Taurus season now. So Taurus is kind of like the Garden of Eden. It is the time of planting here in the northern hemisphere. So this individual is going to absolutely have that kind of stamina he's the kind of guy that at this stage in the game has the ability to, he takes his rest. He takes really good care of himself physically. He's not going to be going out brandishing his sword, to take action for action's sake. He's going to act only when he really has to. He's going to, pull in his, his resources, and he knows how to have, make money while he sleeps. So his abundance doesn't come from, short-term investments. He's not going to take unnecessary risks, and he's going to think about it for a while. He's going to think about it for a while before he takes action. So those two have come up, and I'm just like I did. And I noticed all of these beautiful doves. I don't know. Do you see all those doves around him? Peaceful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, with a seventh one off. So yeah, he's in he's in a very receptive. I love the lapis that he's also wearing. Lapis is also, again, receiving, and also being able to receive communication and give communication in a way that is of benefit for all. For his own, he's not and he's also looking out for himself. He's always going to be doing things in a very balanced way, but is that natural balance of giving and receiving. Being diplomatic. So we'll take one more card from the goddess deck, and there it is. Fertility. Oh, so the Empress card comes up again. Love this. Who's this goddess? This is a new one to me. Wow, I love that. She's got ocotillos in the back. She's got this woman's in this goddess is very interesting. She's in a desert, hardly a place of fertility, but you know what? For those of you who have ever had experience in the desert, there is so much going on. It's wonderful. I got the opportunity to spend a lot of time in West Texas over the past 10 years or so, and it is a remarkable place. I absolutely weirdly thrive there, even though I'm so Pisces and so water. I find it just amazing. Even in the desert, this woman, this goddess, and I will post more about her in the commentary because she's not a goddess known to me, um, off the top of my head. But this is the Empress card. This is a major arcana. The Empress card came up for us in a reading a few days ago, but she's fertile in the middle of a dry desert. It doesn't matter to her. Her roots, she is very well rooted. Again, lotus flower, very well rooted. Stay grounded in whatever you're working on and just keep working it, and know that things are happening for you. That was the one thing that came up in that reading. It was that things are happening for you. You don't have to drive and work so hard. You can make money while you sleep. Whatever it is that's important to you, whatever it is that is of value to you is coming to you. You don't have to go and overextend yourself to do anything. Just take your time, be patient, wait. Typically, an empress is depicted as a pregnant woman. And that, in a human pregnancy, 9 months is the time that a child, about 9 months is, 9 to 10 months actually, it's 40 weeks, is a full gestation period for a human being. So that takes some time. So, things might come in 9 months from now, but anything that's worth it is worth the time. And no matter what kind of environment you're around, the environment, though it may seem dry, it may seem dusty, it may seem deserty, there's something going on all the time. It just takes patience and new fresh eyes to see that. I think I'm going to leave it at that. So enjoy the reading. I love you very much. Like, share, subscribe on any of the platforms where this will be posted: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Commentary on any of the videos helps it just get in front of people who need to see it. And if you have somebody who you think directly needs to see this, then share it. And you can also direct message me on any of those platforms if you want your own personal reading. I thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.